Tony's in Milton Keynes. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Iain. I'm utterly flabbergasted that you, being a publisher, are actually saying that you support freedom of expression on one hand, and then you have the cheek to infer that Boris is using his comments as either populism or, dare I say, classic racism. It's outrageous. The people who are responsible for inciting the flames of racial harmony are the ones who are now speaking out, calling for a lynching of Boris. They've all got their own agendas.
Sorry, who's calling for a lynching of Boris?
Oh, come on. The howls of sham rage from all of these people who probably haven't even read the article. And as you said, words have consequences. It wasn't that long ago before someone called Salman Rushdie had a fatwa. It wasn't that long ago when thousands of people were killed in Muslim countries through stampedes because they heard a rumour. People who stand up and condemn Boris's colourful language, and that's what it was.
All right.
He's a communist.
Okay, all right. Let me defend myself, seeing as you're attacking me on this.
Try.
If this was a one-off incident, I could probably go along with you, Tony, but it's not. He's got a track record for this sort of thing. There are plenty of incidents, and I named some of them at the beginning of the 5 hour, where the Piccaninny watermelon smiles, the Barack Obama ancestry. There are plenty of others. This is a pattern that has developed, and it's an unfortunate pattern, and I can't sit here and say that I'm going to let that go, because I think he deserves to be called out on this, and the fact that he's gone into hiding, the fact that he hasn't come out and defended himself, to me, tells me all I need to know.
So are you calling Boris a racist?
I'm not going to quite go that far, but I think he knew exactly. I think he
saying that.
I think he knew exactly what he was doing. I think he knew exactly the audience that he was talking to. Pardon?
You know what was in his mind.
I can have an educated guess.
Describing his motive.
I can have an educated guess. I hope I'm wrong.
A guess. That's really scientific, Iain. Really scientific.
I have followed his career for many, many years.
I can't find better than yours.
Well, he's been Foreign Secretary. I completely agree.
An MP, and I would like him, as a card-carrying Conservative, to be leader of our party. As for Theresa May condemning him, the architect of the hostile environment, the person responsible for the Windrush...
Calm down, Tony. You'll do yourself a bit of disservice in a minute.
Why?
Well, because you seem to be getting overexcited.
Oh dear, Okay, well, put your patronising comments aside. How can you definitely say on London radio that...
No, it's actually national radio, but I'll let that one go.
Well, whatever. That Boris's motives were, as you said...
Well, because I'm here to give my opinions, and that is my educated guess. As a political pundit and commentator, that's what I believe.
Yeah, but you are going to... Look, words have consequences.
Well, but that's what Boris should realise, isn't it? That is what Boris Johnson should realise.
What if some mad Islamist attacks Boris Johnson, like our poor MP up north by the other extreme? You are pandering to the worst possible elements in our society. I'm
pandering to that. I think he's pandering to that.
No, not... How do you know? Have you actually asked him?
Well, if he wants to come on the programme, I'll happily ask him, but he hasn't talked to anyone over the last 3 days.
Well, what you're saying is basically no Edinburgh Fringe, no stand-up comics. Let's really censor...
Do you know his mind?
That's what you're saying.
Do you know his mind? You say I don't know his mind, so how can you be sure that you're right?
He is a closet racist, that he's going to...
I haven't said that.
Disharmony.
I haven't said he's a closet racist. Your words, not mine.
When Anne, that lady, came on, you were almost disappointed when she didn't actually mount the barricade.
Oh, so you know my mind as well, do you?
The disappointment in your voice.
You know my mind.
You don't like Boris anymore.
I'm quite open. I've always said this. I don't think Boris Johnson should be leader of the Conservative Party or Prime Minister.
Allow Boris to speak for himself instead of putting words into his mouth.
Well, you seem to know what I think, so why do you think I can't? Why can't I? Honestly, Tony.
And flip-flopping when you say on one hand I believe in freedom of expression, but on the other hand, Boris might say something that will cause Muslim women to be attacked in the streets, for heaven's sake. What about Muslim misogyny? We're never going to hear from these women because they're not allowed to speak out, are they?
Well, it's funny how they phone in my programme, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Well, they aren't going to be the ones that are walking around in their burqas with men behind them saying, don't you dare look at a European man.
And how many of these have you met?
I haven't met any of them.
Exactly. So how do you know that they're treated like that?
Oh, so you're saying that a woman in Muslim society has equality?
No, you haven't met any Muslim women wearing a burqa.
Muslim women have equality.
Do Muslim women have equality? Well, we heard from Fayez Mughal earlier from Faith Matters, who probably knows about this more than you or I do.
Absolutely.
And he said that under 0.05% of Muslim women are forced to wear the burqa. And I would be the first to criticise any Muslim man who tries to make his wife wear something that she doesn't want to, as I'm sure you would.
Absolutely.
Shall we part on agreement?
I think we agreed to differ, Iain.
Not on that one.
Bye.
Bye. Oh dear. There we go.